5 seconds. Start. Friends, I have great pleasure in welcoming you to the 10th annual general meeting of your company. Since our last meeting, our country has gone through many significant developments, both political and economic. Under the leadership of our young and dynamic Prime Minister, many problems have been resolved. The Punjab Accord, the subsequent elections in the state resulting in the installation of a popular government and an acceptable solution to the Assam problem are his major achievements. The Prime Minister's thoughtful policies on the economic front are providing much needed impetus for industrial development and overall growth. In the short time since assuming office, he was made a tremendous impact on the national and the international scene. His wisdom and maturity, his straightforward and balanced approach have contributed feasible solutions to many complex problems of the world. Under his leadership, we in India can look to the future with confidence. The general stability of the Indian economy has helped the overall performance of the company during the year under review. Your company has maintained its steady progress of recent years and achieved yet another record profit. As I mentioned last year, what is most impressive and satisfying is the consistency in the steady improvement of the overall profit performance of the company. The director's report has dealt with the main points of interest relating to the company's operations during the year, and I will highlight some aspects. Despite the record tea crop, tea prices remained high throughout the year. The government has taken several steps to contain tea prices in domestic market, and selling prices of tea packets were continuously reviewed by the authorities. In keeping with the established policy of your company, we continue to cooperate fully with the government. One aspect of the domestic tea market is of particular interest to your company. As I mentioned last year, loose tea is your company's main competitor here, and over the last 15 years, the share of total packet tea in the country has fallen with a corresponding gain or loose tea. I have said in the past that the health of the tea industry depends on the producer, the broker, the distributor, and the consumer getting their rightful share of satisfaction and reward. Any artificial change or imbalance will harm the long term interest of the industry. It is hoped that the various interests in the tea industry and the authorities will evolve policies on production, domestic distribution, and exports which will ensure the healthy growth of the industry. The record coffee crop of the season and the steady growth of the instant coffee consumption in the country have affected the sales of conventional coffee during the year. While profit margins have been satisfactory, the volume growth planned for the year has not been achieved. Your management is taking a series of steps to achieve better results in the future. Despite a few industrial teething troubles, the paper mill has completed its first full year of production. The commercial viability of his operation is expected to improve with the higher production planned in the current year. Before I close the of the financial year, Karnataka Scooters Limited was merged with your company and is now operating as a division of your company. You will appreciate that improving any sick operation is a time consuming task requiring a lot of effort and financial input. Although the production and sales of two wheelers from his unit are progressing, it would take another couple of years before we can expect this to become a commercially viable operation. This year, I wish to dwell at some length on exports, which is a subject of importance to your company and our country. Over the last 4 decades, the government of India has placed considerable emphasis on improving the export performance to achieve a satisfactory balance of trade. From time to time, various measures were adopted to improve the Indian export earnings. The fact that the national exports improved considerably during the year speaks well of the measure of success of these policies. While we can look at the past achievements with a certain degree of justifiable satisfaction, the need for exploiting the full potential of our resources and to achieve much greater exports in the future cannot be overemphasized. The public and private sector have both a major role in this task of national priority. Before I conclude, I would like to repose my confidence in our professional management and employees at all levels who were responsible for achieving another year of record performance for your company. Despite some minor problems in some units during the year, the industrial relations climate in the company continues to be excellent. The current long-term wage agreement is coming to a close in the next few days. I have good reason to expect that our management and our employees will soon succeed in concluding another long-term wage agreement. I hope that our management and employees will continue to effectively contribute in achieving better results in the coming years. Dear sirs, we thank you for your letter of the second instant enclosing a check for rupees 40,000 in full settlement of our 4 outstanding bills. In this connection, we have great pleasure to inform you that we are having a clearance sale of our kitchen articles as it is necessary for us to dispose of some of our stocks as early as possible. We are sending here with a copy of our latest catalog as well as a few pamphlets which we think you will like to have. Our catalog describes the different items fully. You will please note that each item has been given a separate code number. In order to enable you to make a selection, we are also sending per passenger train a few samples of selection. We are the different kitchen items that we can offer. In view of the fact that this is our last clearance sale, we are giving a special discount on this occasion. We hope you will take advantage of this special offer and favor us with your valuable order, which will receive our prompt attention. We have also to inform you that during the next month we propose to increase the prices of a number of items at present included in our catalog. The increases have become necessary in view of the higher costs that we now have to incur in the purchase locally of some of our raw materials which used to come formerly from the United States of America. In spite of our best efforts, we could not get the local materials at a little cheaper rate. In the circumstances, we have no alternative but to increase our prices. We extremely regret that we are forced to pass on the higher charges to our customers, but at the present time this is the only course which we can follow. As you are one of our most important dealers, we think we should not take you by surprise by revising our rates without notice. We think that you will be well advised to place an order immediately for some of the items which are likely to become costlier from next month. Yours faithfully.